that I liked when I first started drinking sake, I might not like now. So, but this is, like I said, this is very introductory, and mostly for the Western palate to start, nigori, sparkling, and then I would go daiginjo, and then eventually you can get to the more complex, the junmais, the koshus, which I kind of mentioned in the last video, the aged sakes. But for now, first up, start with the nigori, get yourself hooked on sake, and then spread the word.
For the most part, don't take also nigori in the sense that it tells you all of what sake purely is. It's not, right? Because I've had customers, in the store saying, oh, I want to like sake, but it's so sweet. And I'm pretty sure what they've had was nigori.
True.
And
yeah, it's so dense.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's, it's a very gray area for me, because a lot of Japanese restaurants, throughout America, they have nigori on their menu because it is very easy entry for the most part. It's also a cost thing too. So it's either you're gonna have a really boozy, cheap sake or something sweet like nigori. They're not gonna.
Right.
They're not also. They're not gonna be able to have some daiginjo, which will blow your head away. If you. But it's difficult to.
Right. I mean, outside of Japan, people are still getting exposed to it.
Right.
So, and that's what we're trying to do here is to get, more people exposed, and to kind of throw away that first bad experience where, you're drinking sake bombs, I was one of those guys doing that too. It's giving you a massive hangover. It's cheap. It's very ricey. They're handing it out like candy at these cheap sushi places.
Exactly.
So, but we've been exposed to some amazing stuff. So that's how we fell in love, and we're absolutely hooked, and we're trying to just spread the word. So that's what we're doing here. So,
preaching to the choir.
Yeah, moving on, we're going to go on to Nama's next. And the first couple of bottles, I just want to give a shout out to the Bay Area, California, American craft sake here. So,
Sequoia.
So we got Sequoia here, brewed in the lighting.
It's still a working process, guys. Bear with us.
Brewed right here in San Francisco. This one is ridiculously smooth, guys. It's not too dry. It's not too sweet. I get some banana notes. I get some cherry notes.
Yeah, can we center that for the middle right there?
Absolutely. There we go.
If that's possible. Right, there you go.
So you could find this at our store. This one runs $20 for a 375 milliliter. And it is also a Nama as well, so it's unpasteurized. Gotta keep it in the fridge, but if you're gonna be out for a day, it's fine as long as it's not sitting in the heat or something. Just put it in your car, cool, dark, dry place, and it should be fine. And then,
shout outs to Jake and Noriko-san.
Oh yes, absolutely. You guys are putting in some hard work. With
100%.
With this line, they're putting out a new batch every 2 months.
Yeah. And
what you guys also need to kind of understand is every time they're making a new batch, it's like a newborn child. They sleep at the brewery, guys.
They work really hard. Sake is a very technical, very time sensitive process. So what you're drinking is blood, sweat, and tears, essentially. And
absolutely. And that's another reason why it made me appreciate it so much too. Side note, watch The Birth of Sake. Everybody's got Netflix. You just go on Netflix, The Birth of Sake, and when you see the blood, like I said, the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into that process, you're gonna want to go out and drink some sake.
Yeah.
So this is Sequoia as well. It's Nama, 750 milliliters. So they use wine bottles. Usually, sake bottles are 720 milliliters. So they kind of got more of like a slope here, whereas they're using 750 wine bottles, to promote that American craft sake. To give it a little twist, So this is a Nama, but it's a Nama, so it's a true Nama. So there's a few different types. There's Nama, which no pasteurization is at all. There's Namachozo, and there's Namazume. So usually they pasteurize the sake twice. They pasteurize it for storage and for maturing, and they pasteurize it again for bottling. This one, no pasteurization at all, as well as the Nagori as well that I just showed you. And this guy, I took down this entire bottle myself. I got green apple, I got honey, I got hints of lemon, I got a little bit of a piney note. Yeah, and this is made with California rice. Cal Rose,
shout out.
Cal Rose,
yeah.
Yes.
And, as in episode 1, you talked about Yamada Nishiki rice. They're using Cal Rose rice. They're using American rice here. And to explain further why that's so significant is Yamada Nishiki rice has a lot of starch, whereas Cal Rose doesn't. It's essentially
it's table rice.
It's table rice.
Yeah, so you can use table rice.
Right. It's there's no problem in that. It's
right.
just not as you're not going to get as that many aromatics to the finishing product, but this is a phenomenal brew. It took them a while, right? Like much brewers and like our video here, it'll only get better.
Right.
So,
we're just winging it. But hey, who isn't? Right. How many YouTubers just filming out of their cars?
Yes.
So what?
Of course.
It's
in the beginning process, but it has came up to be one of very on par with some Japanese nama sakes we have in our store.
Right. I'm very proud to sell this.
Yeah, it's legit.
Yeah.
100%.
Living in the Bay Area, San Francisco, to have something so amazing brewed right here in town, I am so proud to sell
Again,
this.
shout outs to
Jake and
Noriko-san. Seriously,
Absolutely.
You guys are doing justice for the sake game. Seriously. Yeah. This is so good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, can I have some, please? I'm gonna.
Oh, well, actually, this is an empty bottle.
Empty bottle. Well,
unfortunately, we're gonna have to buy some more, drink some, and then tell you how it goes. Because they just made a new batch. This is from the last batch, so this is what I got. So maybe it tastes a little different.
Right.
Another Bay Area brew.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to Yoshi-san.
Yoshi-san, let's fix that real quick.
Reppin' Oakland, California.
California.
Batch number 1, baby.
That is batch. Right, speaking of batches, right?
Yeah, so this is amazing. This is a Junmai, so it's going to have a little bit more body, but it's also a Nama, so it tastes more like a Ginjo. I get what'd you get? I got honeydew, I got banana, I got cantaloupe.
Yeah, it's initially it will be, if it's very Junmai-esque, I have a lot of rice. It is subtly, rich as well. And it has great body. It's a very textural sake. If I were to compare, it reminds me of Masumi. It's a brewery from Nagano. The Okuden. It's quite similar in body.
Okay.
Yeah, it has this really nice viscous feel. I don't know what he's doing, but it's great. It's phenomenal.
It's working.
Yeah.
And his brewery is about the size of our shop. If you've ever been to our shop, it's not big. And he's really doing some great things. He's working around the clock.
Can we focus that?
Yeah. Let's see if we could get a little focus in there. So again, he's using Cal Rose rice. Is Hikari? Hikari means rose, right?
Rice. Yeah, rose, right.
Okay, yeah. So again, Cal Rose rice. So he's using
He's
table rice as well. Which is a little bit riskier, to be honest, because it's not as consistent. But if you're paying attention to your brew, if you're treating it like an unborn child, like I said, working around the clock, and you could really produce some phenomenal stuff. And this is just batch number 1. So
that is batch number 1. They can only go up from here.
Exactly. So shout out to Yoshi-san and Oakland. Oakland needs something like this,
right.
So
up in Oakland.
Again, Bay Area pride right here.
It is. And it's really good for the first batch. It's phenomenal.
Absolutely. And yeah, there's a lot of American craft brewers. There's some breweries in Canada. There's one in Mexico City.
Norway.
Yes,
San
Norway.
Diego, Oregon. Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
London.
It's everywhere.
New Zealand, Australia. I mean, the list goes on, guys. And then, of course, you got, all your fantastic, Nihonshu, Japanese sake, of course. So next up, we have, it's called Oze no Yukidoke. Yes. I know, it's a bit of a mouthful. So this guy, it's a Junmai Daiginjo, pure rice Daiginjo. and it is a namachozo, which means that it wasn't pasteurized during storage and only pasteurized once during bottling. So it tastes much like a traditional nama would taste like. I get on the nose, I get blueberry cotton candy. I get fresh rain notes. It is crazy on the palate.
Rain.
Fresh rain.
That was the first time I heard that one.
Fresh
I
rain,
like
dude.
that.
Fresh
like
rain.
that.
Thank you.
I like that one.
I get nectarine on the palate. I get red apple. I get orange, and then I get this creaminess after a couple days. It's been open for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Drink this on the
Very
beach, guys.
juicy. Yeah, this is a summer sake.
You're right.
So
yeah, summer seasonal.
It is very more bright, very zesty, you know, lively. But of course, it speaks for itself. It is lively. It is alive. But it is a summer sake, so definitely at the beach, guaranteed you're gonna have a great time. And if you're not having a great time, drink more.
There you go. Kanpai to that.
Kanpai to that.
Okay. And then now we have a namazume. So zume means bottling. So this guy is so we got Shishida Hia Aroshi.
Shichi 7 da. This is the rice patty as well. So number 7 for kanji, and then the rice patty kanji as well.
It's great to have you here, Shin. Thank you. So this guy is pasteurized once during storage in March, April-ish, and then it's matured until the fall. And this is only released in the fall. Hiyaroshis are only released in the fall.
Yeah, Oroshi is fall sake.
Yeah, and so this doesn't necessarily taste as much like a traditional nama, but it does really have that fall flavor.
Yeah, it is a nama, right?
Right.
Yeah. It doesn't taste like a nama, 100%. Yeah. Typically, namas tend to be kind of more bright, light, and easy. For me, easy drinking personally. But this is a little bit more on the polar very opposite spectrum there. It's very deep, rich, full bodied for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's pour some up real quick. Let's use the tumblers here.
Too much talking, not enough drinking.
I know. Oh, you're right. Always, never pour for yourself. Always pour for others. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the traditional way.
Yeah, Oroshi.
So it's got that fall look to it.
You guys can't see it right now,
I'm
but it's
thinking
really
Halloween
orange.
right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful bottle.
All right, kanpai.
Bye. So I'm getting like brown sugar. I'm getting pear. I'm getting some pumpkin spice.
Yeah, pumpkin sip. Yeah,
I'm getting
right?
cinnamon.
It's orange.
Incredible. Okay, so next up, we have we got an Ichigo here. So ichi means one, and go means serving.
Yes.
Okay, so
go. One serving.
Excellent. So this is a nama genshu, so unpasteurized,
definitely
undiluted,
stronger. Yes.
19%, $5 at True Sake, and this comes in a tall can.
Called the monster can.
The monster can, $27.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. This also has a. Okay, so I'll show you guys a little bit. So it's got a little pop top here, and you could find these in Japan in vending machines.
Right. Which is great.
So pop the top.
You want to show them really quick?
Just pop the top.
There you go.
Get rid
Good
of
for
it.
ballparks, for picnics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you got the. What's great about this one? Not all of them have it, but this one specifically has
a lid.
A lid.
That's
so
true. Not all. I think it's.
You don't want to finish the whole thing. Just fucking.
I think it's only
put it back on,
for True Sake. We only carry the Funiguchi can only has lids. So I don't think any other sake for the Ichigo sizes is or 180 milliliter sizes